Welcome back to the Now Morning Show, of course, this being TIC Thursdays. And as we're on the topic of the Trade and Investment Convention, we are also talking about its sponsors, because this year, the sponsors include the Ministry of Trade and Industry, Exim Bank, TSTT, and the Balrup Group, which has been a key sponsor for many years. And this morning, we are joined by the Chief Executive Officer of the Balrup Group, Mr. Vishnu Balrup, and team leader, of marketing at TTMA, Ms. Kailash Jaikaran Singh. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you this morning?
Pretty good.
I always think Balrups.
Well, yes. Actually, it started from Balrup's Sound System Limited.
Ah, I know there was an S there somewhere. Yes, and it's now Balrup Group.
No, the S is still there.
It's still there?
Because Balrup Sound Systems is now one of the brands that's under the Balrup Group.
Well, tell us about the Balrup Group and the Balrup Sound System and that sort of thing.
Okay, but just to mention, last September, our company celebrated 70 years. So that's how young we are.
70 years.
70.
Nice.
And of course, yes, everyone knows us as Balrup's Sound Systems.
Balrups, yes.
So that's where the S came in.
Yes.
Right, that's where the S came in.
Yes.
But then you have the other companies as well, which is Vistrac Limited, Powermark Limited, and we put everything under one umbrella. We have another courier company as well. So that's where the Balrup Group came from. So Balrup Sound Systems is one of the companies in the group.
Right, so it's like a son or something under the parent.
Balrup is still there, don't worry. Because when one call, hello, is this Balrup's?
Same answer, yes.
Same answer, yes.
Now, I understand that you've been a sponsor for 10 years, right? Or even more than that?
Well, we were a contractor from day one, which is about 20, how much years now?
24 years the same.
Right, just providing tech support, PA systems and all that kind of thing. And when you see what's happening with TIC and the direction they're going, and where you want to take your company as well,
yeah.
TIC for us is about one of the best conduit to position or reposition yourself for that market and that sector that you want to be involved into. Yeah. So hence we came on board about 10 years ago as a sponsor.
Nice.
And we've been here since then. So contractor, sponsor, that kind of thing. Again, is what we're into now is not only PA systems anymore. And TIC and the exhibitors we have at TIC is over 250 exhibitors right now. And what we offer now in terms of as a technology solution provider. So it's not just PA systems only. There's a lot of technology now that companies want, manufacturers, offices, that kind of thing. So TIC is the place to be.
TIC is the place to be, and it's a good time to come to you, Ms. Jaikaran Singh, because I love the fact that that partnership remains from so many years to now. And so there has to be something about TIC that keeps people coming back. And so what can we expect over the next few days?
Well, the next few days are going to be really dynamic. This is our biggest show post-COVID, because last year we had to keep it at 50% capacity. So we're really excited at what we have to offer. We have, of course, Balrup Group and all our sponsors with their pavilions, so they have a lot to showcase there. We have people from all different sectors, food and beverage, beauty, automotive. You all had the SMEs that are under Angus Tourers umbrella today as part of their corporate social responsibility. Similar booths are doing that sort of thing. So while on the floor plan you would see 260-something odd booths, there are smaller pockets. So like TTMA, Exim Bank, and Exportz sponsored a SME pavilion. So there's several SMEs under this space. Similarly, export centers, they're having artisans and stuff come under their booth. Okay. So there are a lot to offer there, apart from the bigger sponsors and the bigger companies that you would see there. So that's one aspect of TIC, right? So we had the opening last night, and that was fantastic. We had our sponsors there. We had a good turnout, about 300 persons, people from diplomatic corps, ministries came on, and they really... they were excited about it. You could feel the excitement around TIC this year, where people are ready for the show. So much so that we were sold out 2 months in advance. People were calling up to yesterday for booths, and unfortunately we couldn't facilitate. But we hope soon with God willing and granting that we get a convention center soon, that we can expand. My president spoke about that last night at the opening.
Did. Yeah, he
So-
also spoke about it earlier this week in terms of
Correct.
getting that convention center.
Correct.
There has to be something, as you mentioned, to bring these businesses. But I think when people think about TIC, we often think business because of that B2B meetings. Is it also open for the average person to come and view and look at the booths and tell us the reason for that decision as well?
Sure, no problem. Well, as you know, TIC runs from today's the first day of activity, tomorrow and then Saturday. So we have business-to-business days, so it's not open to the public today and tomorrow. And the reason for that being is because TIC generates a lot of GDP for Trinidad and Tobago on the business flow. So we try to keep those dates a bit corporate.
Right.
So my president would have gone through statistics last night in terms of the generation of income from TIC flow itself. And up to 2019, we have an estimated $75 million being generated on the flow of TIC for Trinidad and Tobago. We had a bit of a dip because of our 50% capacity last year. So we were at to about 25 million in terms of generated on the floor. But of course, businesses happen way after they talk on the floor, because sometimes these contracts don't come to fruition until 6 months after doing it.
Yes.
So that figure is invaluable in terms of the contribution of what we do to Trinidad and Tobago. And then on the Saturday is our public day, right? That is where members of the public will welcome you to come in and see what these exhibitors have to offer. But more so, we have fun things for you all. We have, giveaways, they have prizes, the exhibitors themselves, they have sampling of their products, like any new products. I know Nestle, they launched their new almond coffee and stuff like that, and they will be there with these things for people to sample. So it's a lot going on over the 3 days, but we do segment it for that particular reason. We want to focus on the business to make sure we have that contribution to Trinidad and Tobago, but we also want the exposure for exhibitors, as well as that interaction with the local consumers on a Saturday.
Yeah. Mr. Balkaran, well, Mr. Balup, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you because Kailash just mentioned the fact that we have so many exhibitors going to be on the floor. And I'm just wondering, what is Balroop going to be offering to the people who come out, especially on that Consumer Day Saturday?
Oh, wait, that's a lot.
What can they look forward to from Balroop?
Well, all right, so in our booth right now that you're going to be seeing from today, is more or less offering all the new toys in the industry, all the new technologies.
Give us an example.
Interactive touch screens. A lot of people using that now because people just love to go and touch a screen and that kind of thing. And
Yes.
so you have all that interactive touch screens, wayfinding systems. A lot of places you go, you want to know how to get there. So you have all that new, and everything is software based as well.
Right.
So simply as a technology solution provider, we offer that for both the business community, and then we have stuff as well for the individuals who want to get stuff done, and simply look at technology and take it a step above.
Yeah. Can you go further in terms of the specific? I know that one of the focus for the TIC this year is small and medium enterprises. And so are there services particularly targeted towards this sector?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Okay, so you have a lot of companies now, because, again, coming out of COVID, they now have to, right, put technology in their offices. Simple things like live streaming systems, right, a bit of automation, that kind of thing, right? And then also you have where it is now compulsory, even with OSHA as well, health and safety. You have access controls, CCTV systems, right? So getting into a building now, you must have a paging system as well. In case of emergency, you have to put a paging system in so at least you can make announcements. And now all these things are also software-based, so you can now tie in that with your alarm system as well. So you have automated messages from the alarm system into the paging system, So
Yes.
so that's where it's going to start from.
Nice. A very good start, I must say. Kailash, coming back to you, I know that Ramesh would have mentioned earlier online registration is closed, but people can still come down on Saturday?
Yes, most definitely. And even if you have a registered company, you can come today and tomorrow. We'll just do our verification checks because we don't want to discourage buyers with legitimate companies to come and do business on the floor. But the members of the public are also welcome to come down on a Saturday. Although online registration is closed, it's a minimal fee of $50 on the door, but I can guarantee you that the contribution that you'll be making will be well worth it.
Yeah.
In terms of
and in terms of
investments.
registration for next year, because I understand your preparation starts even a year in advance. Anybody who looking now and they may feel as if they missed this installment, how can they register for next year?
Contact the Secretariat. You can contact us on phone 675-8862. You can email me, marketing@ttma.com. You can just check out our website and you get all our contact information there, because next year is our 25th anniversary of TIC, so it's going to be amazing. If you think this year is going to be great, can't wait to show you all what's happening next year.
So then tell us, Kailash, before we go, why should we come down to this installment this year?
This year, because it's a bigger show. 2, we have so many different SMEs in particular this year. We really focused on SMEs this year because part of TTMA's mandate is to grow the manufacturing sector's contribution to GDP. So, and the only way you can do that is help the smaller ones grow. And we have so many success stories coming out of TIC where SMEs started and they have grown. So I think the support from general public, and then as well as that support with B2B meetings at the TIC floor, is integral to making that happen. So I think people have witnessing that and seeing how the ins and outs of business works in terms of on the TIC floor would be really interesting for anybody to come down and view.
Yeah. One more question, Kailash. Is the 25th next year?
Yes.
I thought this was the 23rd installment.
24th.
This is the 24th installment.
Yes. Well, sometimes because we had the virtual show in 2020,
right.
so we counted, don't we count? But you know what? We're going to count it. Right?
So we're officially labeling it here and now as
Yes.
the 24th installment.
Correct.
And Mr. Balup is laughing. But let me thank you so much for coming in this morning. Kailash, of course, Mr. Balup, thank you so much for joining us this morning. All the best with the convention over the next few days, and we look forward to seeing some more of that money being generated on that TIC floor. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks
again for having us.
Of course.
Thank you.
And that was Mr. Vishnu Balrup from Balrup Group, and also Kailash Jaikaran, saying the team lead marketing, just joining us and telling us about the TIC, the Trade and Investment Convention, which opens today, runs all the way until the 22nd of July this Saturday at the Center of Excellence. You're on the Now Morning Show. We're going to take a break and be right back. Stay with us.